By the way, show 59. So thanks for being a part of that. And you make this show great, people, when you play along by calling or texting 877-909-1007. And this show is brought to you by St. Mary's Meats, the place to go for local fresh cut meat. Nobody beats AJ's Meat. All right. We have, where am I? There I am. As I told you yesterday, there's a big change this week. It was the end of Southwest Airlines' longtime promotion of bags fly free. And that, I'll tell you, a lot of people went with Southwest because of that. Well, did you hear the report? As this happened at the airport, I guess a frequent flyer had something to say to everybody in Terminal 1. Check this out.
Brothers and sisters, today we gather to mourn the passing of bags flying free on Southwest Airlines. We remember the heady days of yesteryear when one could cram their entire apartment into 2 suitcases for a 3-day weekend at their aunt's in Minneapolis for no charge. I remember. Sure, one of those bags would end up in Newark, but it was still free, like those bags of peanuts they generously hand out before switching to pretzels due to the great nut allergy outbreak of 2003. We'll remember you, Southwest, as we layer up like that kid in A Christmas Story to avoid excess baggage fees and stuff our earthly belongings into a backpack and ram it under the seat on Spirit Airlines because we're cheap and we like being treated poorly. So, Southwest Airlines, we say unto thee, R.I.P. to bags flying for free.
Let's say hello to the producer of the show. It is Chris
Hollywood. What's up, there, man?
So I'll tell you what's up. Where the heck's my pictures from the club last night?
I didn't work last night.
Oh, wait. Did you take the day off because you didn't want to take a picture? Is that what you're telling me? You're so anti-pictures?
It wasn't because I didn't want to take a picture. They decided to do a college night, and it was 18 and up, and I wasn't feeling that vibe, so I took the night off.
Okay. All right. So you took the night off. All right. So you got till, well, you're working tonight though, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Right. Downtown?
Tonight, Saturday, Sunday, downtown, come out, have a drink, buy me 3, and we'll have a good time.
There you go. So if you see Hollywood, buy him a cocktail. I tell you, there's a lot going on. This cruise ship that stopped today, I don't know, does it spend the night or is it just, I think it's just a few hours. I don't.
It's just, in and out.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. But tonight, maybe they're here for a little bit when the party in the park returns, rallies by the river, man, tonight. If my wife wasn't sick, we'd be going.
She's not feeling better yet?
No, dude, she's a mess. And I think I'm fighting it off too. And it's a good thing I have the strength of 10 men because 1 week from tonight, pal, the party is on. Not the one in Miami with you. I'm talking about the disco party.
Yeah, ginger and lemon. Before the disco party.
Okay, there you go.
A lot of lemon. Get ready.
All right, little vodka in there too.
Yeah.
Anyway, we still have 3 tables left, people. We found 3 more tables that we could sell, so we, still gonna have plenty of room. Yeah. So anyway, so if you want to get those, go to Facebook, my Facebook page, Denny Radio on Facebook. I have it pinned right at the top. There's a picture of me as the construction worker for YMCA. I put that up. I don't know if you saw that, Chris. Yeah, not much of a gun show, but it is what it is. That was from a couple of years ago. But anyway, there is going to be a lot happening this weekend. So we got Party in the Park.
Mm-hmm.
You got OLPH.
Yep.
The first of the many, many festivals that are going on. I'm sure there's probably other festivals, but this is the first Catholic festival. And I've been to that one many times. That's always a lot of fun. They're doing something new this year. I think this is funny. They're doing a thing called Ask the Reverend. Reverend Tim Ferriss. He's the pastor there. And you can ask him anything you want. Now, does it cost you money? Is it like $5-10 or what is it? Because that could be kind of fun.
When you say anything, you mean anything?
That's what it says. It says anything. You ask about Catholic faith or other questions that you have. Other questions you may have. Okay. So that'd be cool. And the OLPH also, this is awesome. Yeah. Hi, is this Troy?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I'm on the radio right now, and so are you. I'm on from 2 to 4, my man. How are things going? Are the walleye sold out? You got any standing room only yet?
We got a few standing room only left this for tomorrow night.
All right. What about when's the next one? Monday?
And then Monday, yeah, we're standing room only left for Monday night too.
Okay, so what does it cost just to be in there for the history of it all? If we wanted to go, what's it cost to stand there?
It's a great question.
Wait a minute, you work at the Mud Hens. You're one of the big shots. You don't know?
I do not have.
Okay. All right. How about the number to call for our listeners right now? Because we got a big show here. We're number one in our time slot, pal.
Number one.
Yes, 419-725-WALL.
There it is. All right, cool. I tell you what, you going to be there the rest of the afternoon?
I am going to be here all day.
All right, dude. I'll call you during the break.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. See you. Bye. All right. So I'm working with him for the disco party. And so things are happening right now. So there you go.
Are you ready?
Let's see here.
Are we good to go?
Am I ready?
Yeah. Set
No,
list.
I'm nowhere near ready. We were going to do, let's see. Okay. You don't, oh my gosh, these people are so stupid. Anywho, yeah, no, I'm nowhere near ready, dude. I'm formulating some things in my head. We were going to do this kind of open, and then now we can't do this kind of open. And so, yeah, it's just going to be a lot of fun. I'm here to tell you.
Okay.
And we'll come up with something by next Friday, because the open we were going to do just fell apart. So that is what it is. It's showbiz, baby. All right, so a lot going on this weekend. So be on your best behavior. Don't be a Pat McAfee, okay? And what do I mean by that? I don't know if you saw this. Did you look it up during the break?
Yeah, I found it.
So I thought this was funny, and I don't have a problem with it, because as an athlete and supporting your sports teams, you throw sportsmanship out, okay? Look, now, not 100%. Now, if somebody's wearing a jersey, a Pacers jersey, and you live in New York and you went to the game in Madison Square Garden, and your team's not even playing the Pacers, but that's who they play next, you don't throw garbage bags on them, Chris.
No, that's going too far.
Yeah, that's going way too far. So there you go. If we can help one person realize that you don't throw garbage bags on people, because, it's just rude, and that is bad sportsmanship.
And now, a public service announcement from Denny Radio, sports and more on 100.7 The Ticket.
No throwing trash bags on people. You don't throw beers on people, but friendly banter, I don't have a problem with this. So New York is known, and here's the thing that, people don't realize is, New York is so full of themselves. Their egos are giant. And I don't mean just the players. I mean the fans.
The fans.
And it's all these celebs. They have Celebrity Row where you have to be asked to sit there and blah, blah, blah. It's like LA. It's like LA, but it's colder. Okay. They think they're better than us. All of that. Well, Pat McAfee, who does his radio show or his show on ESPN, is from Indy.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he does the show. And so he's a big damn deal in Indianapolis. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a big damn deal throughout the whole country. Well, when New York came, I don't know, what was it, game 4, whatever it was recently that they won. So, yeah, they were up 3-1. Yeah, it was game 4. So right before the game started, there was some celebrities there. So he introduced them, because that's what they want to be seen. So he was giving these New York celebs what they wanted. Okay, fair. Well, then, he probably didn't realize what was going to happen. Okay, of course he did. Here's what he said.
Indianapolis, Indiana. We got some big wigs from the big city in the building. Spike Lee is here. Ben Stiller is here. Timothy Chalamet is here. Let's send these sons of back to New York with their ears ringing. Let's turn this on.
There you go.
That'll give me hype as a fan. I would have got hype.
I would too. I mean, that fires me up. That's what's supposed to happen at a game. You're not supposed to jump somebody in the parking lot and beat them up because your team lost or your team won. Doesn't matter. To me, this is friendly fun. Well, Indiana's own John Mellencamp is not a fan of what happened. He was there with his girlfriend, who looks kind of manly. I mean, have you seen her? I don't know if maybe it's his wife. I don't know. I just saw a picture and I was like, oh, okay. But he's a rock star, and he's probably in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, I'm in no Hall. I'm the Whiner Hall of Fame. That's me. I'm the Whiner.
A lot of Botox right there on that face.
I'm thinking. Yeah. Anyway, so he took to Twitter and he said, "Who's your hospitality? I was embarrassed when somebody under whose direction I don't know called out some of the people who had made the trip from New York to support their team and in turn support our team." Okay, what? Wait a minute.
A lot of people don't come to Indiana, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, but what he's saying is they made a trip to support their team and in turn support our team. Yeah, no, they're not supporting your team.
Well, by buying tickets, I think is
okay. So they're supporting the economy. They want your team.
They want you guys to lose. Really
John Mellencamp's out of his mind. He is. I mean, I think he's lost it. I really do.
The older you get, the crazier you get. So
that's true. And if you have a radio show, it gets really crazy up in here. I'm just telling you. So he didn't even mention McAfee, which shows you how out of touch he is.
Yeah.
He knew. Or somebody told him after, who was that guy? It's Pat McAfee. He's all over ESPN and blah. Yeah. He knows him, but Mellencamp is so sophisticated, and he's all about sportsmanship. The Hoosier way. Mellencamp didn't name him. Anyway, what did he say? Mellencamp ended his post by saying poor sportsmanship. One could only say it's poor sportsmanship. I was not proud to be a Hoosier, and I've lived here my entire life. On behalf of most Hoosiers, I would like to apologize for our poor behavior. I'm sure the Pacers had nothing to do with this smackdown. Of course they did.
Yeah.
They knew what McAfee was going to do. They allowed it. And guess what happened? They won.
Yeah. I will say that more people from Indiana are probably like Mac than John.
Oh, yeah. By a mile, dude.
They love that.
See, I saw McAfee talking about this today, and I wish I would have known this was going on because maybe he doesn't know this happened. But in March of 2024, the one and only Jack and Diane, Mellenhead comes to the Stranahan for a show in Toledo, and he started telling stories instead of singing songs. And there were huge breaks in between songs of him telling all these stories because in his mind, it's now a show. It's like a play. It's like you're going on Broadway as how he said it. Well, your fans don't give a crap about your stories. You know what your fans care about? Playing the hits.
Yeah.
That's why they're there. Yeah, but you don't drop down for 3 and 4 minutes. Well, he goes off on some dude and called him, let's call him a rock sucker. Okay.
I like that. That was creative.
That's not really what he used. He used the one, and he threatened to, and he called the dude names, and he threatened to cancel the show. As a matter of fact, he ended up walking off the stage saying it's over. And then somebody backstage must have said, dude, you better get out there. We're going to have a lawsuit. So he came back out and finished the show. Now, was that a good, I mean, it's not sportsmanship, but is that, you're the host of the event, is that a good thing to do, is to call out one of your fans as that? Because you can't expect your fans to know that your shows have changed unless, you change the name of the show, or you come out at the beginning and say, hey, here's the deal. I'm only going to play 8 songs, but I'm going to tell you a lot of really cool stories. So if you want your money back, go right now out to the lobby and get your money back, because this is not a rock concert. Yeah. It's a performance. It's a show.
Stories with John Mellencamp.
Yeah, do that. So
stories and more.
Yeah. So I wonder if Pat knew about this. My guess is no,
No, probably not.
but it went crazy viral. And listen, the guy's 3 years old, you know?
Yeah. That's when it starts kicking in, that
Yeah.
get off my grass mentality.
So, listeners, if there's anybody out there, because I know it's Friday and you people are already half drunk right now, heading down to party in the park.
Yeah.
Is Mellencamp right? Was that poor sportsmanship by McAfee, or is that really in line, in tune with today's sports fan?
I feel like as a sports fan, as long as it doesn't get violent, a little trash talk is okay in 2025.
Yeah,
And that wasn't even bad. That's poking fun at rich New Yorkers. Like,
yes, yes. And these are people that their whole career is based on, their face and being famous and acting and all that other stuff. And if you get called out, I mean, I have to imagine that when they first heard, when they said the first one, was it Spike Lee? Yeah, Spike Lee.
Yeah.
That Spike's like, oh, they're going to mention me. And then it's like the boos rain down. And then the rest of them are probably ducking their head saying, oh, I hope they don't see me.
yeah, it's not like he took some New York Make-A-Wish kids, brought them to center court, and just start raining down the booze on them. That would be different. That would be wrong.
Really? Make-A-Wish kids? You pulled that out? Make-A-Wish kids from New York are going to be on the court at an Indiana Pacers game, and then McAfee is going to announce them from New York, and
Now,
they're
that
going
would
to
be awful. Yeah, no, the tickets are cheaper, obviously. So
Yeah. Maybe the Make-A-Wish kids, maybe their wish was before they die was to be booed by 20,000 people at a professional sporting event
in Indianapolis.
I mean, who are we to say what a Make-A-Wish kid wants or doesn't want?
Yeah, the Hoosier way.
Mellencamp, what a sissy. So, of course, McAfee was just ripping him today.
At least you didn't give him ass hat.
Who, Mellencamp?
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm gonna, because I don't have a designated ass hat of the day. I'm gonna do that because that's what John Mellencamp is.
Ass hat
of the day. That's what it is.
You earned it.
I'm slipping, dude.
Ass hat.
I'm well, it's Friday, and I'm halfway out the door. I got the Mudhens are calling me about my disco party. It's like, we got to get the tickets thing. I got one guy who hasn't paid for his damn table yet. I'm like, dude, when are you gonna, I'm working it out. It's like, if you can't afford it, don't go.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, you can miss one.
Lodo Joe.
Could be the last one, though. Could be the last one. What's Lodo Joe saying?
I put it up. I'm cool with it. In Philly, he might have got hit with the chair, though.
That is true. We could have done that. Never know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Do I have any text over here? Mellencamp is way out of touch. That's from Tim. You are darn right. That dude has lost his mind.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But if you're going to do concerts and you want it to be of more of a performance or a show or a lot more speaking, then don't have it at a concert hall.
Yeah.
Okay. Have it at a place where people aren't expecting you to do your show, like a one-man show kind of thing where you're just going to talk.
Or a more intimate setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, people. We're off and we're rolling. How you doing over there today? You all right? You good?
I'm cool. It's Friday. I got a little extra rest last night. Stayed up, watched the games.
When did you know you weren't working last night? Because yesterday when we signed off, you were working.
Yeah, I went, looked at the flyer and said, I don't do 18 and up. I'm too old for that.
Wait a minute. You didn't know it was 18 and up, and you show up and your club's like, hey, it's 18 and up tonight, and you're like, I'm out?
Yeah.
Who comes in? What do you guys got? Do they go to the bullpen? Who are these DJs that are worthy enough to work at your club?
We got a few college DJs on call, get a little practice in on Thursday. I have a lot of DJ children, people that I'm
training
up. Yeah.
Mentoring. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't teach people what I know. I'm not teaching you my secrets. Screw you. Learn them the hard way like I did.
Yeah, you can't do what I do, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I got personality.
Dude, you're a big damn deal over there.
Sometimes.
No, it's
So-
not. If you can walk into the club and go, yeah, I'm not doing 18 and out, I'm out. Now, did you call somebody to get a replacement, or did they?
No, they were. There was a couple of guys who were there. Two
Oh, they
came
were
down
already
from
there?
Michigan. Yeah, so I let them rock out.
And you just left.
Yeah.
So you were there. You could have taken a picture of them rocking out.
I
So
could have.
technically, you
but-
could have.
I could have, but it's not the same.
Pictures to me by Monday, Pally.
I got you.
Or I'm just going to keep whining about it because I got
Pinky
nothing else.
promise. Pinky.
Pinky promise. All right. Where are we in the time? I tell you what, we'll break and then we'll come
Okay.
back.
We can break.
Yeah, we'll break and then we'll come back. Who's got the edge? Who's got the edge in the Kelly Cup Finals? We'll go through that. What else do we got today? What else do I have? Do I have anything else that's interesting? Well, we can talk about the Knicks game last night. We talk about that. And Charles Barkley. I love me some Charles Barkley. What he did to Spike Lee, what he did to Cat. Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get you an update on the memorial. I'll do that. And somebody's playing right now. Oh yeah, Cincinnati. They just first pitch. They're playing right now. So we got a lot of stuff we're going to cover today, and you guys can hang out as well. 877-909-1007. Don't move. More of the show after this at 100.7 The Ticket.
Denny Radio. Call or text the show 877-909-1007. Sports and more on 100.7 The Ticket.
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new,
I got two.
we're locking in low
60s and
prices
a
for
few
3 years,
PSAs if you
guaranteed
want
on
those
My
for
Plan and My Home.
You can
That's
take 'em out.
future you peace of
All right.
mind. And
2 minutes.
everyone can save on a brand new phone on My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because at Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit Verizon today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
Stay cool this summer with AC Pro refrigerant at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get a $15 gift card after rebate with the purchase of select AC Pro refrigerant products that include a hose and gauge. If your vehicle's AC is blowing hot air, beat the heat with AC Pro. Visit your O'Reilly Auto Parts store or shop online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Crooked Creek Golf Course is turning 30 this year, and we're celebrating big all season long. For every time you play 18 holes, you'll get a free peel-off card, and every card is a winner. We're talking 30 free memberships up for grabs. Lottery scratch-off tickets where you can win up to $4 million. That's right, I said $4 million. Gift cards, free rounds of golf with Big B, Denny Schaefer, and Marco from K100. Free hot dogs, cold drinks, and tons more surprises. No gimmicks, no catch. Just play around and you're in. Summer is short, so don't gamble your time playing somewhere else. Get to Crooked Creek and peel off and win during our 30th anniversary bash. Also, if you're looking for a fun date night, join us for couples night every Friday at 5 p.m. at Crooked Creek. Visit us on Facebook at callcrookedcreek.com for more details and have fun winning all summer long. Crooked Creek, located east of exit 5 in US 23 in Ottawa Lake, Michigan.
5-minute break.
4.
Into left field. Down the line.
Big plays and big moments.
It's a fair ball.
It's 100.7 The Ticket. The Buckeyes play here. This is Toledo's ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk.
The Denny Schaefer Show on 100.7 The Ticket.
Funky Friday, people. Hopefully you're having a great day, good afternoon, and you're going to have a great weekend. I am planning on it. Hopefully my wife gets feeling better. Like I said earlier, Hollywood, if she was feeling better, I was going down for Party in the Park for Trip Letters, who are going to open for the Zack Attack Band from Cincinnati. They put out a notice, and it says absolutely free, which is awesome. To get in, 5:30, the beer and food truck sales start. 6 o'clock, the opening act. And then there'll be 10 local options for alcohol, cash, and credit accepted. Now, my disco party, it is credit only.
No cash?
Yeah, the mud ends are cashless. So you're coming to my party next Friday.
Tap to pay.
Forget the cash, baby. We got to have the card. You can bring your own chair to Promenade Park for Party in the Park. Dora drinks will be allowed in. Coolers, nope, that's a no. No smoking or vaping. And if you wanted a what?
It's outside.
Yeah, I know that's ridiculous. That's the dumbest thing ever. That's political correctness BS crap, but whatever. You know, it's like you can be on the sidewalk. You can be on a public street on the sidewalk, but you can't be on the other side of the sidewalk.
We got a phone call.
What?
Yeah.
How did that happen? I think it's our first one of the week. Let's go to the phones. We're a hot show. Hi there, 100.7 The Ticket. Who is this?
This is Lodo Joe.
What's up,
LDJ? Oh, man, he had the day off today. What's up?
I need some theme music or something like some Hot Fang by Prince or something playing underneath me, man.
All right. Well, if you call enough,
Yeah,
Chris
we'll
will
work
work
on that.
something out for you, but you can't
Yeah,
call,
right.
once every 3 weeks.
What's up, Chris? Hey, Chris needs to be sponsored by like Hollywood Casino or somebody.
Hey, working
That'd be
on that
perfect.
one.
That'd be perfect.
We're working on
That'd
it.
be perfect. Please gamble responsibly. Anyway, hey, I got a quick question. I'm going to my very first gender reveal party tomorrow. If you can believe that, I can't, but I'm going there. And I just wondered what. And it's also like a housewarming deal. I'm just wondering what would be, other than diapers, what would be a good little gift to take.
It's a gender reveal. I guess you don't. It's not like a baby shower, right?
No, it's not. But it's also like a housewarming. It's my first time. It's my nephew's. My nephew lives up in Jackson, so it's about an hour away or so. I haven't seen his new place, so I'm just going to give him a housewarming, but it's also a gender reveal party.
Gift card.
Does he smoke cigars or drink beers?
Yeah, beers he does. Yeah, well, I mean that's easy. But I mean, it's for like a housewarming. You got to include the wife too.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise I get that icy stare from the wife. You know, that's all you brought.
I went to a housewarming recently, and I bought flowers.
Yeah, the wife was saying that something maybe for the little deck or patio or something like that. That might be a good idea.
Exactly. Or a nice little plant or something, for the house. To every time they look at it and they have to water it and go, damn that Lodo Joe, what the hell did he get that? Give us that for?
just throw it out back. He ain't gonna be back here this year. Just whatever.
Yeah,
We'll send a
there you go.
picture of it.
That's what I would do. Easy peasy.
Gift card,
Hey, you know what you
LDJ.
guys-
Gift card.
Or a gift card. Yeah, good gift card for a dinner somewhere or to St. Mary's Meats, although you said they're up in Michigan. So, but AJ's worth the drive.
Yeah, that's it. That'd be a cruise. All right, thanks, fellas.
All right, dude. Have
Appreciate
a
it.
good weekend.
You too. Later.
All right. See ya. Bye. There you go.
See, we finally got a call. Look at us.
All right. We finally got one. It took us how long? A whole week.
A week.
Well, 4 days because we were not a full week. All right, as you know, the Walleye are playing Trois Rivières from Canada A. They're in town. I got to imagine they're already here, right? They got to be flying in today. I'm thinking.
Yeah, they probably flew into Detroit if they're coming. I mean, I guess the drive isn't awful.
11 hours? That's not awful.
I'm a road tripper,
In
so
a
you can at least stop. Well, the team should be here. Yes, I'm talking about fans. You can stop at Niagara Falls
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
shoot on over. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. That ain't bad. But I mean, anyway, so according to Mark Monroe from the Blade, he broke it down to see who has the advantage. Now, these obviously, according to the numbers and his opinions, as Toledo and Three Rivers, they're the last two standing, very evenly matched, which we talked about yesterday. Just 1 point separated the teams during the regular season. The Lions are 7-1 on the road, 5-3 at home. The Walleye 6-2 at home, 6-1 on the road. All right, slight edge to Toledo. The teams have played a couple of common opponents this year. Toledo played Wheeling 7 times, went 4-2-1 versus the Nailers. Three Rivers went 3-3-0 against Wheeling. So slight advantage Toledo, I guess, if you look at the numbers. Both teams played the Idaho Steelheads 3 times. Toledo went 1-1-1. And Three Rivers went 2-0-1 against Idaho. Okay, so slight edge to the Lions. This is the Walleye organization's third appearance in the Kelly Cup Finals in the last 5 postseasons. Toledo seeking its first ECHL championship since 1994. And this is the first time that Three Rivers, because they They began competing in the ECHL in 2020. This is the first time they got to the final round. So they're new. They're 5 years old.
Yeah, but a finals appearance in your first 5 years is pretty good.
That's pretty
More
strong.
than good. Yeah, that's strong.
Yeah, so I got to give them that advantage there. And they beat last year's champ, or they won it the last 2 years, Florida.
Yeah, Florida. Yeah.
I think they've won it twice, 2 in a row. Maybe not. I know they won it last year. So then he breaks it down by position. He says forwards, Toledo led by ECHL MVP, the Maya, Brandon Hawkins. The line of Hawkins, Tyler Spezia, Trenton Bliss, one of the most productive in ECHL. The return of forward Mitch Lewandowski from injury. That'll be a jolt. So he says edge walleye. Defensemen, the Lions are stingy and strong defensively. They led the ECHL in goals against, 1.63. The Lions did in the playoffs. They gave up 2.58 goals. And then he says their penalty kill has been slightly better in the playoffs. He gives the edge as even. No, I give the edge to
them.
Yeah, Three Rivers.
Yeah.
So we missed that. Goaltending, he gives the edge to Three Rivers. I think it's pretty even. Anyway, and then coaches, edge walleye, Mickish, more experience. Overall, Three Rivers has strong specialty teams play, while the walleye have been their best in 5-on-5. Both teams are 7-3-0 in the last 10 games. They both teams want to get out quick out of the gate. Toledo's 8-0 when they score first, so that's key. Three Rivers is 12-2 when they score first, and he gives edge to the walleye. I don't know. I think it's.
This seems biased.
I give a slight edge to Toledo. What'd you say?
This seems biased.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, he writes for the Bay, you know. So, but I mean, he makes good points. But I give a slight edge to Toledo. I do overall.
I think we'll learn a lot tomorrow night. You all of that, who played who, you really don't know until you see them both on the ice, and you'll be able to tell.
And they've never played. Never in the last 5 years, they've never played. So this, we'll see. And it's going to be damn exciting, dude. Part of me wants to be down there, but my wife's sick, and I'm just like,
Tomorrow she might feel better.
Maybe.
It's going to be a nice weekend. You can get the fireworks. You can go to Hinsville. Just watch the game from there.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I love go down there and spend $11 beers. Love that for one beer.
You're Denny Schaefer. They'll give you a little.
Yeah, pretty sure they won't.
They'll put it on your tab for next week.
My disco party tab. Sure, if one existed. All right. Speaking of hockey.
They took out the Kings in L.A., the Golden Knights in Vegas, now the Stars in Dallas, and the Oilers are headed for a rematch with the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Final.
That dude sounded liquored. He sounds a little, listen to him. Doesn't he sound liquored? Check it out.
They took out the Kings in L.A., the Golden Knights in Vegas, now the Stars in Dallas, and the Oilers are headed for a rematch with the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Final.
Oh, no, I just kicked over my beer.
He might have had a cold 1 or 3.
Yeah, I think so. He sounded a little liquored. Maybe not. Anyway, Connor McDavid had a breakaway goal and assist, and 40-year-old Corey Perry scored again. The Oilers, Edmonton Oilers, going to their second Stanley Cup final in a row after beating Dallas 6-3. Thursday night, Game 5. So the Western Conference final is wrapped up. The Oilers now get another rematch against defending Stanley Cup champion Florida. They played them last June, of course. Game 1 is Wednesday night in Edmonton. So wait a minute, Edmonton has home ice advantage. I'm guessing it's 2-3-2.
I don't know how they do that.
2-3-2, maybe.
Possibly. I'll look it up.
All right. Anyway, that'll be exciting. I was watching some of that last night in between the hockey, and
it was 4-2. I was like, "Oh, this is over." Between basketball,
yeah, and the basketball game was pretty darn exciting, and we're going to get to that here coming up. And let's see, what else do I have here? Let's see, OLPH, got that. Oh, okay. All right, we can talk basketball now if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
What do we care? We don't give a rip. So last night, I wasn't surprised. Listen, I'm thinking about, I don't know if I can do this. Okay. First off, I'm a spaz, and I'm very anal. I used to do commercial for FanDuel, and so I have their app. I have an account, and I was gonna, a couple of years ago when I was doing their commercials, I'm like, you know what? I should probably place a bet. And I'm like, no, I can't, because if I do, even if it's $5, and if I win, I'll be like, ooh, what if I would have bet 20?
Nope.
And then I would have won, So I don't trust myself with that. So here's what I'm doing. I got a buddy of mine, FanDuel. He's got a FanDuel app,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm turning into his. Not his bookie, but his consultant.
Advisor.
Yeah, there you go. I'm a gambling advisor. And so the last 2 games, he's asked me what I thought. And I told him, I said, take the points and take, whatever it was. I said over, under. I said, it's going to be over.
Yeah.
And I think you guys were saying, ooh, that's a high number for over, but it was over when Indiana, was it Indiana? Whatever.
That was game
OKC.
4.
Anyway, and then I said, and OKC or whatever it was. So he did it, and he won like $50, and he gave me a Finsky.
A Finsky.
On the golf course, which Finsky. I want to be part of the gambling world so I can say, yeah, put down a Finsky.
Yeah.
And then last night, right before the game starts, like 5-8, he texts me, and this is all he says. How you feeling about the game? I said, well, if I would take the under.
You did call that.
And
what was the under?
The under was 220 and a half, I think, something like that.
So you cleared that easy.
They were under. And then I said, and I would take New York. But if Towns is out, I'm not taking New York. And he took it. He took my advice. And guess what? I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah. It works different when you don't bet your own money, Denny. I will tell you that. But you do have good feelings. Like you called it yesterday. I was like,
I got good vibes. I do. I got good vibes. But I think as soon as I start doing for myself, those vibes are going to go.
I think we both called New York yesterday.
Yeah, I think we did. Our football picks that we used to do when I was doing the morning show, I think I've won it. I think I won it 6 of the 10 years we did it. I think I won it 6 times.
NFL only? Any college in there?
No, it was college. It was always Michigan, Ohio State, BG, Toledo.
We'll have some fun with that.
And then it was Lions, Browns, a lot of times Steelers, whatever big game, Bengals, whatever big game is going on. We do 8 games a week, 4 pro, 4 college.
I'm gonna do very well in that, I'll say.
Okay. Well, if we're still on the air, we'll do it. And we'll invite some people in. Maybe we'll have Lodo Joe jump in or, people that are really supporting the show.
Yeah.
And we'll have some fun with it. And, real candy bars on the line, people. But we do it for the whole season. So it's like, start in August and end in January.
Yeah. That's
Late
a long time.
So, all right, where are we? Let's break. And then I'll come back and we'll break down last night's Knicks game. And then how do you not love Charles Barkley? I know some people, they get politics involved or whatever, or you're a racist because he's black. It's like you people are stupid. Go back to the South, you morons. Anyway, I just love him. He's one of the guys. Well, I had a chance to meet him, but I was a little starstruck. And so I just said, hey, how's it going? Because I have that rule. When he came to Highland Meadows, when he played part of the game years ago. Yeah, you got to at least give him the head nod and go, hey, how's it? No, I think I actually got a picture with him. I think Judd Silverman is a picture of me and Barkley, but I had a hard time talking to him because I was such a huge fan. And it was shortly after he retired, so he was still in damn good shape.
Yeah?
Yeah, but his golf game sucked. Oh,
I heard he's not good at all.
He's terrible. He's terrible. And he'd make a bad shot. He's playing in the Pro-Am, He'd make a bad, and he had the biggest gallery. Thousands of people watching, following him around.
Chuck,
yeah, he's Chuck. And he would make a bad shot. He'd throw his bag and cuss like nobody's business. And all these little kids, and I'm just like, oh. And I'm walking around recording and, broadcasting it. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, to me, now, is this bad sportsmanship? Is this, is John Mellencamp, would he say it's bad sportsmanship? What am I talking about? I'll tell you what, we're going to break it down and work it out next, right here on 100.7, The Ticket.
He puts the FU in fun. Denny Radio.
4 minutes.
Sports and more on 100.7 The Ticket.
Hey everyone, it's AJ from St. Mary's Meats. Did you ever wonder where your meat comes from? Well, St. Mary's Meats does and cares. With all of our fresh and frozen meat selections cut weekly, as well as our 33 flavors of brats and 19 flavors of snack sticks made in-house, plus getting local beef, lamb, and hogs in, we care about our quality. We're located just west of Secord Metro Park. Check St. Mary's Meats out on Facebook, and remember, we're killing it and you're grilling it.
What's up, Buckeye Nation? This is Will Howard, former quarterback at The Ohio State University. Come join me and All-American Captain Jack Sawyer as we relive our road to the national championship and look ahead to our next step together with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
See Will Howard and Jack Sawyer on June 23rd at the Stranahan Theater. To order tickets, visit StranahanTheater.com. Come see these Buckeye legends and celebrate Ohio State's national championship. Get your tickets today to an evening with Will Howard and Jack Sawyer at StranahanTheater.com.
His Store and More wants to remind you Father's Day is going to be here June 15th. Now, what are you going to do for the guy that gave you so much? Good old dad sacrificed and supported you when you were younger. He's still doing it now. Okay, he might have missed a couple of ball games, but he was always your biggest cheerleader. Dad played catch with you, taught you how to ride a bike, taught you how to drive your first car, gave you money without mom knowing about it, and had your back every step of the way. Your dad is special. Shouldn't a gift you give him on Father's Day be special? His Store and More has it all in one store. It's the Man and Dad Superstore. Stop by His Store and More and pick up good old dad the perfect gift that tells him thanks for being the best dad in the world. So what are you waiting for? Head over to His Store and More, the Man Superstore today. You can always check him out on Facebook or hisstoreandmore.com. Located just past the Michigan line at 7325 Lewis Avenue next to Smokehouse 734 in Temperance, Michigan. Happy Father's Day, Dad, from His Store and More.
Hey, this is Andy with Kripke Enterprises, and the only thing you should like better than recycling metal is giving your mom a big hug and a kiss for Mother's Day this year. As the sun stays out late and the pools are starting to open, it's summertime, and I love summertime. And the best part of summertime is recycling your coppers and your aluminums and your brasses and your steels. But I gotta let you in on another secret. When I'm working the scale, the gutter guys, the plumbers, the electricians, they all tell me the same thing. Andy, your prices are so high. Not only is your place clean, not only do you have the nicest, friendliest staff in the city, but you've got the highest prices. Andy, we never go anywhere else, and I love you. So if you're a plumber, if you're an electrician, if you're a contractor, come to Kripke, get weighed, get paid with the highest prices anywhere. Save the earth on the corner of Central and Centennial at Kripke Enterprises.
At Birdie's on the Hill, fresh, flavorful food and relaxed vibes come together. Whether it's a quick lunch, a lingering dinner with wine, or a celebration, their upscale casual menu is crafted with care. Located at Hills of Lenawee Golf Club, Birdie's offers great food and courtside views that feel like a mini getaway. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and until 6 p.m. Sundays. Walk-ins, reservations, and small groups welcome. View the menu or plan your visit at hillsoflenawee.golf.com. Birdie's on the Hill, where good food meets a beautiful view.
Black and White Sports, weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket.
We on? Okay, K. Jones, welcome to it. Afternoon style, black and white.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you, brother.
Look.
Yes, sir.
And tapped in. You was commentating boxing on the TV on BTSN, sir. Look.
Oh, man,
your
respect,
show
brother.
is amazing. Your show is amazing. I like how you we got Sadman on the show. Ski, Josh, all lit every day. Man, but look, I really wanted to call though.
ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
It's payday, fellas. Hey! Got to pay back.
He puts the FU in fun. Denny Radio. Sports and more on 100.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back, party people. Foggy Friday, Denny Radio, Sports and More, brought to you by St. Mary's Meats, the place to go for local fresh cut meat. Nobody beats AJ's Meat. Hey, Hollywood, did I see it's supposed to be in the 80s tomorrow?
I don't trust the weather, man. I think that's next week, though.
Let's see. I thought I saw it. Well, let me pop it up here.
I got it.
Today, Today, oh no, I'm sorry. That's 66 tomorrow. 80s don't start till Monday. You're right. 74 today, 66 Saturday, 70 on Sunday.
And June brings great weather.
Yep, June 2nd. Yeah, June 1st, 70, and then Monday 80, Tuesday 85, Wednesday 83, Thursday 71, disco party, 74 degrees with a 1% chance of rain. Please, sweet Jesus in heaven. That is perfect disco party weather.
It'll be in the morning too, so you're
Lord, make it happen. No, here's a good thing, man, because it gets hot down there when you got a couple thousand people rubbing elbows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of fun, and there'll be a lot of pictures, Hollywood, even though you won't be there. Unlike you, it's like pulling teeth trying to get one freaking picture from the club. You're killing me over there.
Kind of hard to do, man. I'm so
No, it's not. You whip your phone out. You're boom. Takes 8 seconds. Text.
I don't even use my phone, honestly. When
What do you got, a flip phone?
It would be a better investment than my $1,000 iPhone. Yes.
All right. So just take a pic tonight and send it to me. Just
I got
text
you.
it to me over the weekend.
I'll take a selfie. Or do you want like full outfit and everything? Because then
I want to see the full deal. I want to see your uniform at the club.
and then I got to tell somebody to take the picture.
It's all right. You're a big damn deal around there. When you say stop, you say jump. They say how high, Hollywood.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, a couple of texts coming in. Pittsburgh Rick, you are right. You were 6 of 10 in the football picks. That's an ass whooping right there.
Yeah.
And so now, of course, this year, I'm not hosting that show, so they'll do it. So somebody else can win. That's why I'm not doing.
Oh, we should do us versus them.
Well, we could. I'll ask Susie if she wants to be a part of it.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Lodo Joe, wish you guys had a talkback mic option like you had at 93.5 so I could leave a crystal clear Maxwell tape quality message instead of my old sucky phone. I miss doing my little Throwback Thursday bit on your old show. That was funny. Dude, just record it.
Yeah, send it. We'll
record it and text it, and we will do the rest.
I'm drinking Diet Dew today, so this thing is going to get. Yeah, it's going to get pretty crazy around here.
First off, dude, what are you doing to your insides?
This is birth control.
How is that birth control? Mountain Dew. How is that? Dude, Mountain Dew is horrible for you.
It slows the swimmers down.
Mountain Dew does, or soda in general, or pop in general.
No, Mountain Dew specifically. Yeah.
Dude, you're about to get married.
Yeah, gotta prepare.
So you guys going to take a couple, 3 years to get to know each other before you have kids?
At least.
Okay, but you've known her for a long time.
Yeah, but marriage, as you know, knowing someone married is a lot different. So.
Yeah. Dating.
Yeah.
And then actual marriage.
And then you bring a kid in there.
Don't even compare. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
What you don't want to do is break up 7 times in 4 years. Drive over to her house when you're on a breakup. During a tornado warning, the tornado siren was actually going, and you show up at her front door. She hasn't seen you in 6 weeks. She opens the door and she says, "What do you want?" And you say, "Can I come in? I have something to ask you." And she lets you in. You drop down on one knee. She's sitting on the couch, and you ask her to marry her as the siren's going off that there's a tornado. Take cover. She says yes, cried like a baby. And then after you get married, and this was the spring of 99, got married June, July, August, September. Got married in less than 4 months from that. And then 6 weeks after, she's preggo.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Don't do that.
No.
Although it's worked out pretty good for me. I mean, come on.
Children are just.
They are our future.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Let's talk some hoops. That what we just did was the more part of Denny Radio Sports and More. All right, let's get the final call.
Pacers had their chances. Within 10 in the third, within 12 in the fourth. New York responding on runs each time. And the New York Knicks have looked elimination in the eye, and they are alive and kicking. And now the series to Game 6 in Indy with the Pacer lead cut 3-2.
All right, there you go. Big win. Right now, Indiana's favored by 3.5. Over under is 219. 219 for tomorrow night's game, 8 o'clock tip. Jalen Brunson at 32. Cat had 24, 13 boards. Plus, he had that bruised left knee. He was hobbling a little bit, but he still played pretty darn well. The Knicks stayed alive in the finals, beating the Pacers. Knicks won on their home floor for the first time in the series. Knicks fans chanted Knicks in 7, Knicks in 7 in the final minutes. I was long sleeping. I went to bed in the third quarter. I'm falling asleep. I'm dozing, man. I'm just like, screw this. I knew New York was going to win. I just knew. No team has won a conference final series after dropping their first 2 games at home. So New York can reverse that trend. Brunson scored 14 in the first quarter, man. He was lights out.
Yeah, he came out hot. I was like,
last 3, I'm like, holy cow, this dude is on a mission. They're not losing tonight. But even with all of that, the Knicks only had a 4-point lead at the end of the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's saying a lot. Indiana didn't back down. So Saturday, 8 o'clock, Pacers lead at 3-2. Even though my copy here says Indiana at New York, but that's not true.
No, it's back in Indy.
Now, will Pat McAfee be there?
Oh, for sure.
And will he get mic time?
Mic time, maybe, but he's going to be there. He's like their new mascot.
Is he? He's a Pacer?
Yeah.
What the hell is the Pacer? That old stupid car of the 70s?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I never understood that name, but I'm not from Indiana, so.
Yeah, I don't even remember who. There was a Pacer car, not the Pace car, but there was AMC Pacer. Okay, Google it right now, Hollywood, and take a look at this car. And to think that people bought this stupid thing, it looks like it's something you'd drive on the moon.
Yeah, it's that's only a car that a mother will love.
Yeah, an AMC Pacer. If you drove one of those, you didn't want to have any friends at all. You're just like, I don't need friends. I'm driving a Pacer.
Yeah, that thing's pretty ugly.
Yeah,
but a lot of the older cars are. You have some cool ones, but some of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a lot of cool cars from the 70s, but the AMC Pacer was not. That's why the AMC went out of business. And if I remember correctly, didn't AMC become Jeep? Or Jeep bought them? I don't remember. Probably not.
Way before my time, brother.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's called a history book. Okay. All right, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about Charles Barkley and why he's so awesome. Then we're going to talk about the Memorial Tournament. I love this tournament. To me, it's as good as any of the majors. And so we are going to talk a little golf today. And do you want your garbage bags to smell like birthday cake? I don't know what they're doing. All of that coming up in the second and final hour. Denny Radio Sports and More is live on 100.7 The Ticket.
Denny Radio. Call or text the show 877-909-1007. Sports and More on 100.7 The Ticket.
The need for aerospace technicians is on the rise. If you're looking for an exciting technical career that can offer exceptional wages and job security at a fraction of the cost of a 4-year college program, then consider the Federal Aerospace Institute, an FAA-certified aircraft maintenance technician school located at the Eugene F. Krantz Toledo Express Airport. FAI will prepare you for a new and rewarding career path in the aerospace industry. In just 12 short months, you can earn your FAA certification as a licensed aircraft maintenance technician that can open the door to thousands of employment opportunities nationwide, and many companies offering immediate employment, sign-on bonuses, travel opportunities, advancements, and more. Ask us about our newly formed partnership with Owens Community College and the cost-effective way to obtain a 2-year Associate of Technical Studies degree. 4 classes are forming now, and class sizes are limited. Finance options are available for students and qualified military veterans. Visit us at federalaerospaceinstitute.com or give us a call to schedule your no-obligation tour. FAI, where futures take off.
Attention golfers, looking for a hidden gem just minutes from Toledo? Come play Cherrywood Golf Course, a scenic 9-hole experience nestled in the heart of Ottawa Lake at 7910 Whiteford Center Road, 2 miles from US 23. With its tree-lined fairways, sloped greens, strategic bunkers, and a winding creek running through, Cherrywood is more than just beautiful. It's the perfect mix of fun and challenging for golfers of all skill levels. Whether you're sneaking in a quick round after work or enjoying a relaxing weekend game, Cherrywood delivers the kind of golf you'll want to play again and again.
So why drive far when the best kept secret in golf is right in your backyard?
Visit us on Facebook or golfcherrywood.com. That's golfcherrywood.com. Get a tee time by calling 734-856-6669. Cherrywood Golf Course, where 9 is fine if you don't have the time.
Toledo, the Italian Bowl is back at the Glass Bowl Saturday, June 28th. Get your tickets on this station's sweet deal page right now for half the price. Italian Bowl tickets are just $10. It's Italy's National Football Championship right here in Toledo.
Weather from the Jim White Toyota Weather Center. Great offers on new 2025 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now.
It'll be partly cloudy, a little warmer through the day today with a high near 75. For tonight, an isolated shower possible, especially during those evening hours. We'll drop out to low tonight of 50 degrees. And for tomorrow, the upper 60s expected. Mostly sunny, not as warm. We're back to 72 with sunshine for your Sunday. And the First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ross Elliott.
This weekend on ESPN Radio, it's a World Series rematch in Los Angeles. Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Dodgers go head-to-head with Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees.
Judge going back, jumps, and he made the catch.
The Yankees at the Dodgers.
Coverage begins Saturday night at 6:30. First pitch at 7 o'clock here on Toledo's Home for Baseball, 100.7 The Ticket.
The NBA plays here. ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through
His store sports. and more, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus Media station.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. Over the last 3 years, the Vikings have gone 34-19, including a division title and 2 trips to the playoffs. Today, the team announces a new contract for general manager Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, who came to the team with head coach Kevin O'Connell back in 2022. Astros pitcher Lance McCullers Jr. is the latest pro athlete to get online death threats after a bad performance. Houston police are investigating, and team owner Jim Crane hired 24-hour security for McCullers and his family. Third-round winners at the French Open today include Americans Tommy Paul and Amanda Anisimova, along with women's top seed Arina Sabalenka and 5-seed Iga Swiatek. Tournament director Amelie Mauresmo says for now, there are no plans to play women's singles matches at night in Paris.
Guess who's back? Back again. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Denny Schaefer. He's an idiot.
Victor is waving at me, and have a good weekend and go fish. Okay, bye. Sorry about that. I'm very busy, Chris Hollywood. Very important.
Yeah, I know.
Talking to people and things and events. Just talking to the Mud Hens. So people that bought tables through me, your tickets should be going out today. So look for those 1 week from tonight. Hopefully everybody shows up. All right. 877-909-1007. Call or text or record your voice. Text that. We'll get that on the air. And the show is brought to you by St. Mary's Meats, the place to go for local fresh cut meat. Nobody beats AJ's Meat.
Nobody.
And thank you to my wife who brought me down a nice, big, delicious thing of water. She's very sweet, but
very healthy.
I have my coffee going right now. So hold on. Let me grab a sip of that as we introduce the producer of the show. That would be Chris
Hollywood.
All right. I don't use that enough. I really need to start using more of that. So last night before the game on TNT, the crew there, Chuck, Kenny, Ernie, Shaq, apparently they were, I guess this was before the game, I think they were sitting out on the court when I don't know. Anyway, this happened last night. And it was, they had Spike Lee there, super fan Spike Lee from the Knicks. He's been a season ticket holder courtside forever because, he's rich and he's famous. So Chuck, who I love, messing around with Spike after Lee says he would give up an Oscar for the Knicks to get a championship.
I
would give up Academy Award, Oscar, for the Knicks to win a championship. I got 2 already, but I will give up.
You're going to keep them. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I was thinking that. I should have used my.
You don't have to say anything.
I love that. So Chuck is pretty spot on in his predictions. Have you noticed that?
Oh, he does a good job.
When he said Indy was going to win and he went against the grain, said Indy was going to win the first game in the Garden, and they did. A lot of people are like, no, he was right. Last night he said New York was going to win. New York won.
Yeah.
So maybe since the NBA is rigged, maybe Chuck knows the people that are rigging it and they tell him.
Yeah, so he looked smart on TV.
Yeah, and he also said that even though he's got the FanDuel app, he still has a bookie.
I believe that too.
Because FanDuel doesn't allow him to bet on some of the things he wants to bet on, so he actually has a bookie, which, by the way, is against the law. Ish. It's against the law. Ish. Now, I don't know if you saw this, but after the game, after the Knicks win, Charles Barkley, so the TNT dudes, and Shaq are asking Karl Anthony Towns why he keeps getting dumb fouls.
I got to say something now. I got to criticize you. Yeah, man, why do you be getting them dumb fouls? I was going to the same question. Why do you do that?
God only knows.
I mean, because, when you got your 4th foul, they took you out. They made a run.
Yeah.
You got to stop doing that.
I got to do a much better job.
Yes.
I got to do a much better job.
You can get fouls, but a couple, like the other day when you just grab somebody by the wrist.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Or you talk about last game or this game?
Last game.
Every game.
Oh,
Okay, what do you make of that? That's the first time I heard Karl Anthony Towns talk. What do you make of that conversation?
I mean, when you're talking to Charles and Shaq, any advice you should take, but
yeah,
I can't criticize him too much because this is the Karl Anthony Towns I want to see. He's gonna do dumb stuff, but he was aggressive last night. Very aggressive. Getting to the hole, take a 3 here and there. You're the biggest guy on the court. And maybe because I'm not like big in stature, although in my mind I am 6'7". I don't like when big men are like soft. It's like, bro, go to the rim. No one can stop you.
Yeah.
And he did it. And I was like,
he's not the most athletic. When he puts his head down and he's driving to the hoop, he's just
uncoordinated.
Yeah, he doesn't look athletic at all. He's like crazy uncoordinated, and it's like, oh no. And yet he can still make these crazy difficult shots because, well, he's uncoordinated.
He's like a baby giraffe. It looks weird, but
yeah,
you're still the biggest baby out there, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of funny too, and I don't know. I mean, I honestly I've never seen him play before this year because he used to play what, Timberwolves?
Yeah.
So I never watched the Western Conference unless they were in the.
Oh, they made it to the finals last year. That's when I kind of saw him. They don't play many Timberwolves games, but he's always been a little.
Wait a minute, last year it was Minnesota and Boston?
Dallas. Dallas went, but they played Dallas in the conference final.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. So they lost in the Western Conference Finals.
And I was like, oh, he's so soft.
Dude, I was doing the morning show back then, so those late games, I never saw them.
Yeah, no. Those, you didn't miss much.
Because I'm a sissy boy. I can't stay up. So there you go. Looking forward to Saturday night. I'm leaning Pacers, but, text me if you're going to be gambling Saturday night, and I'll let you know how I feel. Let me just first glance. So we got the Pacers by, 3.5?
Yeah.
And the over-under is, what was it? It was 219. See, I'm feeling over on that. Right.
I like over.
Moment. I like over on that, and I like Indiana to close it out.
It's Pacers.
3.5. 3.5. And I think they'll win by more than 3.5. You're not feeling that? You think New York is Indiana's not going to cover?
I don't think they're going to cover. I think New York can win. I have a feeling the Pacers will win. And maybe I'm very selfish now because I don't want to see the TNT show end. That's why I
don't either.
Yeah. Even last night, I was like, oh, this could be our last time seeing the Crew.
Well, Saturday, well, if it goes to 7 games, we'll see it through the 7 because they have this one in TNT. So, I never thought of that, but I'm going to be recording because it's, it'll be awesome. So that means Saturday night, got the walleye on the multi-screen with this game. I don't know if the Tigers play a night game. Could have the Tigers up there too. A lot of times I'll have golf on. They'll have a replay of the Memorial. So I'm going to have a very busy sports weekend. And the beauty of it is, honey, I got to watch this stuff because it's show prep,
Well, the Tigers play early in the day, so they're 4:10. So you're going to have a busy day. Yeah. They got the Royals.
Plus, I got the honey-do list. I gotta open up my my DJ equipment, and I got to get after it with the turntables. I got to get mixing on the 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
So I got to get after it because that's what I do. All right. I'm not sure about any of this stuff. I leave it to Hefty to make trash day smell like a party to mark their 60th birthday. I'm older than the Hefty trash bag. That tells you how old I am, dude.
Yeah.
Remember the Hefty. Those old commercials?
Yeah, those were good.
Anyway, those were good. Anyway, they released, well, you can't get them now because they've already sold out, limited edition run of birthday cake scented ultra strong trash bags. Okay. If you got rotten trash sitting in your, can there in the kitchen or wherever you keep it, I don't care if the bag smells like birthday cake. It's still going to smell pretty nasty.
Have you ever got scented trash bags before?
I believe yes. And they smell nice when you flop them open, And then once you put them in, then it's pretty much gone.
If I get like the minty ones, it's supposed to keep like animals away, like strays. So it's like a really strong mint smell. I like it.
Okay, I get that. That's like, okay. But this is for the trash bag. I'm assuming it's like the tall kitchen garbage bag. It's kitchen bag for in the house. It's not for outside.
Well, when you put them in the trash, Denny.
Yeah, I know, but trash can protects it from the animals. What kind of trash can do you have, dude? We got
they don't like the smell. I forgot.
Yeah, I think that is. Yeah, I think they do. Anyway, they were selling them because they already sold out 60 cents a box, and it was a 20-count box. So basically, it was just a gimmick, it's very smart. It was infused with a scent of vanilla frosting and rainbow sprinkles, combining Hefty's signature 6-in-1 protection with a whiff of pure nostalgia. Yeah, I got a lot of memories of birthday cake scented trash bags.
Yeah.
It's a sweet spin on an everyday task, one that fits right in with the recent wave of birthday cake flavoring everything from protein bars to body wash. Apparently food fragrances showing up in unexpected places.
Yeah.
Fried chicken fire logs. Somebody got me one of those for Christmas a few years ago. Yeah, it didn't smell like chicken.
We have an obesity problem here in America. And
We do. We do. We are
if you
yes.
want birthday cake trash bags, hey,
Yeah, we do. There's something wrong. Pizza perfume. Really?
yeah.
Honey, how about your pizza perfume? Because
I want to smell edible at
Yeah.
all times. Yeah.
Exactly. How about dill pickle candles?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not a big deal guy.
No. I like good pickles. I just don't like lame pickles. I don't have pickles very often, but when I do, like Berry Bagels, when I used to go and get a sandwich, I don't know what pickles they have, but they're pretty darn tasty. And there's certain places that do fried pickles pretty well.
I forgot the spot. It's a spot down in BG. Great fried pickles. I'm not a big fried pickle. Frickers is cool.
Fried pickles dipped in ranch, dude.
Yeah, Polly Eyes had some good fried pickles.
Yeah, I still don't understand why Poly Eyes would be on the University of Toledo's campus. I think they're there for spying purposes.
Yeah, man, but I'm telling you, a Saturday morning around 11:30 after a long night of debauchery.
Is that place still open over there, or do they turn it into a liquor store?
That's the liquor store now. That one's closed, but the one in BG, the original one, I believe should be open. I don't think.
Well, I think the original ones, but the one in Toledo was right there.
Yeah, that's done. Closed.
Campus Poly. Yeah, they didn't last.
Didn't last.
Well, it's because they were a bunch of thieves. They were
That
stealing.
building was too big.
Was it?
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, I never been there. I was in the liquor store once, so
Yeah.
I thought maybe the pizza place was upstairs. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, scented trash bags, scented bags have long been about function, masking kitchen odors with citrus, lavender, and clean linen. The limited edition hefty, ultra strong birthday cake trash bags available now. Well, no, shop.hefty.com. They sold out in like a minute and a half.
Man, 60 cents though. I would have took advantage of the deal.
Oh yeah, 60 cents.
Man, birthday cake all day, baby.
That's good stuff. All right, I'm springing it on you, baby. I got some news quickies for today.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully everybody's ready for some news quickies because we haven't had them in a couple of days, and it's Hollywood's favorite feature of the show. So let me scroll this down here right now. You get that teletype music going, and then I'll deliver the funnies. Right, so NPR is suing President Trump for cutting its funding. NPR's lawyers, well, they plan to speak in soft tones until Trump's lawyers fall asleep. Mission Impossible, the final reckoning star, Haley Atwell, was nearly 9 months pregnant when she filmed one of her fight scenes. It was the most impressive fighting by somebody with a huge belly since the last Steven Seagal movie.
I'm not fat, I'm big bone.
Jussie Smollett donated $50,000 to charity as part of his settlement with the city of Chicago. The charity, Fake-A-Wish.
He can make jokes out of anything.
And finally, Sunday is National Dinosaur Day. My top 5 dinosaurs are the T-Rex, followed by the Rolling Stones.
That was pretty good.
That wasn't bad. It's Friday. Maybe it's funnier because it's Friday and we just don't give a rip.
Nah, those were pretty good.
All right, there you go. All right, coming back. We'll get you caught up on Jack's tournament. We'll do that next, right after this on 100.7 The Ticket.
Denny Schaefer is Denny Radio on 100.7 The Ticket.
Hey everyone, it's AJ from St. Mary's Meats. Did you ever wonder where your
3
meat
minutes.
comes from? Well, St. Mary's Meats does and cares. With all of our fresh and frozen meat selections cut weekly, as well as our 33 flavors of brats and 19 flavors of snack sticks made in-house, plus getting local beef, lamb, and hogs in, we care about our quality. We're located just west of Secor Metro Park. Check St. Mary's Meats out on Facebook, and remember, we're killing it and you're grilling it.
Hi, it's Mookie. Searching for the perfect diamond is about more than just the cut, clarity, and carat, and that's where Northwood Jewelers is here to help. If it's an earth mined or lab-grown diamond, Northwood Jewelers is your go-to jewelry destination with 3 generations of expertise, from beautiful rings, stunning necklaces, permanent jewelry, or even their collection of birthstones. Visit Northwood Jewelers, 4612 Woodville Road, online at northwoodjeweler.com. Northwood Jewelers, service before, during, and after the sale.
Are you watching a big sporting event with friends, having a party, or are you just too tired to make dinner? Then you need to call Mama Mary's Pizza, home of the famous 28-inch colossal pizza, equal to 4 large pizzas. Mama Mary's Pizza is authentic New York-style thin crust pizza. The thinner the crust, the better the taste. Get great discounts when you order online at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just go to the menu page and click on the deal section. Located in Holland on Airport Highway across from the Big Kroger. Mama Mary's Pizza.
Oak Harbor Golf Club, an 18-hole scenic championship course, was built on the banks of the Portage River and has been a Northwest Ohio destination since 1964. Oak Harbor Golf Club is a great destination for bachelor parties. Located just 20 minutes from the Jet Express dock, get your buddies together and play around before you head over to the islands to celebrate. Make sure you stop by the Village Grill and Patio to check out food and beverage specials before you hit the course. Find your next tee time today at OakHarborGolfClub.com.
Got a new ride or want to keep your used car looking new? At Precision Auto Detailing, we bring back that showroom shine. Visit the station site today for your sweet deal. Spend $50, get $100. Located in Bedford and West Toledo, it's Precision Auto Detailing. Most people already know about the Polish Ostrich's delicious food specials, happy hour and power hour. And never forget about all of our eventful nights. Now we're introducing the Polish Ostrich's Ladies Nights, a.k.a. Wild Women Wednesdays. Ladies will have discounted drinks all night, $6 beer bucket specials for everyone, food specials, and of course, one of our house DJs from 9:30 to 1:30 every Wednesday all summer long. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram. What are you waiting for? The Polish Ostrich, 944 Phillips Avenue, Toledo.
Some measure success in dollars, others in victories. At K&R, we think beyond the numbers. Behind every statistic is a person who needed someone to stand up and fight or to lend a helping hand. Hurt in a car? Call K&R.
Sports, pop culture, and anything that pops
Are
into
we
his
back?
mind.
Hey, I ain't saying clean,
Okay.
baby. I'm just saying I stopped liking cats clean.
I will call you in about 10 minutes.
Wait a second. A man has the right to change his name to whatever he wants to change it to. This is a free country. You should respect his wishes and call the man Muhammad Ali.
His mama named Clay. I'm going to call him Clay.
Jenny Radio is on 100.7 The Ticket.
Funky Friday! More brought to you by St. Mary's Meats, the place to go for local fresh cut meat. Nobody beats AJ's Meat. 877-909-1007. That's number, call or text. And you can get on the air or you can just send us a text and all of that. All right, it's one of my favorite tournaments. I've been to it once and almost got thrown out. And then I was at Muirfield for the, Solheim Cup years ago. So, yeah, it's a great place. It's a great tournament. Of course, it's my favorite Ohio State Buckeye. It is Jack's tournament. It happens in Dublin, Ohio, always right at the end of May. Ben Griffin resumed great play that brought him his first individual PGA Tour victory last week. Dude shot a 7-under 65 yesterday in the Memorial.
Sheesh.
Scotty Scheffler shot a 70. Griffin set the pace early, but he went out at 31 after the first 9, then ran into a few problems with some water, but still ended up shooting a 65. So let me check the leaderboard right now. I believe he's still, let me refresh my app. And let's see. So you got, who is it? Nick Taylor is up there. He's tied with Ben Griffin, and Colin Morikawa. They're at -7, so they're tied. And then Scotty Scheffler, he's lurking at 4 under, so he's only 3 back. And then, of course, Akshay Bhatia, who I like because he wears glasses, and he's really skinny, and he hits the ball a mile.
Jeez.
He just doesn't look like a golfer to me. But he's a golfer, and he's a damn good one.
Tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's also at, 4 under? Something like that?
-4.
Anyway, so it was a great tournament. So, true story. I was invited to go. I don't know if you know this or not, but back in the 90s, I was a pretty big damn deal.
It's in today, too.
Yeah. Well, I used to
your
do.
reign is decades long.
Is it? Okay. Maybe it's been over for years and I'm just too dumb to notice. It could be. So I'm at the tournament, guest of Kroger. Kroger rents a house right along, I think it's the number 1 fairway, this big house. Roger Parker. No, not Roger Parker. I forget the guy's name. I think his last name was Parker, but it's not Roger Parker. Roger was from Gladio. And then he worked at Sylvania Country Club. Anyway, the guy who owned it, Parker, I think his last name was, or he was the CEO. Anyway, I had interviewed him a couple times on the radio, and we hit it off because we both smoke cigars. And so he's like, "Oh, you got to come down for Jack's tournament." I'm like, "All right, I'll come down for Jack's tournament." They kept me away from Jack, which was very smart. Anyway, because back then I was running wide open and, drinking and carousing, and I was just, I was out of control. I'm lucky to be alive. So I go down there with Doug the Kroger boy and a big crew of us. I don't know, there's like 6 of us, and we were down there Saturday morning. We're having some cocktails, before we go out and start watching the tournament and all of that. So we go, and all these big shots are coming in, to the Kroger hospitality house that they had rented. And John Cooper was, I think he had just got fired the fall before. So he wasn't coaching for Ohio State, but he was fresh off, and his daughter was with him, and his daughter was beautiful. And, or maybe he was still coaching. I think, I think he might've still been coaching. Anyway, I was single. His daughter was beautiful. So,
got to shoot your shot.
I was going to say hello and, chat it up with her. And Doug, the Kroger boy, pulls me aside and says, "Okay, you could get me fired." Because Cooper was a huge spokesperson for Kroger, being in Columbus. And he goes, "So please behave." I'm like, "Okay, all right. I won't even say anything." So I stayed away from him and his gorgeous daughter. And then they leave. And Doug's like, "Whew, all right." So we're having cocktails and having cigars. And so it comes time to go walk the course to follow the big leaders. I don't even know who it was at the time. Might have been Tiger. So we're walking down the first fairway and walking, no lie, right in front of us. So we come out like out of the suites there and get right on the cart path where everybody's walking. And right in front of us is John Cooper and aforementioned beautiful daughter.
Yeah.
And Doug grabs my arm and he goes, "Please do, please do, please do. You'll get me fired." Dude, I'm cool. I'm cool. Because we had some cocktails in us. It's like 2:00 in the afternoon. We're already feeling no pain.
Yeah.
So here's what I do. What do you think I do? Did I say anything?
Of course.
I did not.
Oh.
I never said a word.
A man of integrity.
Here's what I did. I am right behind this guy, and here's what I'm doing. I'm whistling the Michigan fight song.
You're a troll.
And I'm kind of looking at him like peripherally to see if I'm getting any reaction. None from him.
No.
But the daughter had a big smile on her face. I'm thinking,
he heard it.
That could have been my father-in-law.
Yeah, he heard it.
Oh, he damn well heard it. There's no way he couldn't.
Yeah.
It was a very classy way to get my point across, or a very childish way. I'm not sure yet.
No, that was pretty funny.
Column A, column B. Anyway, there you go. There's my little story. So I'll be watching some golf this weekend too, because I love this tournament. And I just love Jack. It's so hard to see Jack because, man, he's getting up there in age and he's just awesome. He's one of the only Buckeyes.
That like your Tiger? That was your Tiger?
Jack?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jack's the best golfer of all time.
Yeah.
He's
for
great.
sure. I didn't get to see him in his prime. I got to see Tiger. The rise and the fall.
I started following Jack probably late 70s and then all the way up till he won the Masters in like 86. And then I think it was 86. And then, as he moved off, out of his career, but he's a good dude. I mean, he just is. And
I was the Tiger and Phil era.
Oh, I was too.
Yeah.
I love that. That was awesome.
That was my introduction to golf.
First time I saw Tiger when the PGA used to play the Buick Open up in Grand Blanc outside of Flint. Sharon and I went up there just to see him. And so this is like 97, 98. So he was right in his huge run, when he like won every freaking tournament. And I couldn't believe how thick he was, like built, like muscular. I was really surprised. He didn't look that way on TV. You see him in real person.
You can't call a man thick, didn't he?
Yeah, you can. Because he works out, dude.
Muscular.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Is the chick thick? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they?
Yeah.
All right, muscular. All right, see, I'm learning new tricks as an old fart. Anyway. All right, so there you go. Now you're updated. Baseball, Tigers were off last night. They're on the road to play in Kansas City tonight. First pitch at 8:10. Cleveland's at home starting a series with the Los Angeles Angels, which they're probably excited about that. And no more of the freaking Dodgers.
Yeah.
And Cincinnati is, they're playing right now against the Cubs. And they're they're up 4-0. Cincinnati's up 4-0 over the Cubs, top of the 5th. So there you go. And the Mud Hens,
yep,
they have righted the ship. I think ever since we called them out, I think ever since then, they won 7-4 last night over Louisville, the Bats, yesterday at Fifth Third. It was the Mud Hens' 5th straight win and 11th win in the last 13 games. They're now 30-24. Okay, they are rolling now.
They got a couple of guys from the Tigers come down, and
Well, that helps. Well, that's what they're there for. They come. I forget who it is. Who was just down for rehab? He's got to be up by now. I forget who it is. Anyway, that's the beauty of Mud Hens because you get to see some of the Tigers come. I saw Verlander pitch for the Mud Hens years ago when he played for Detroit, and he was down here for a rehab start. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool when you get the big names.
Yeah. Oh, and sold out.
Yeah.
It's crazy. One guy is like, oh yeah, Verlander's pitching. We're all going. Anyway, let's see. Toledo's taking the first 3 games of the 6-game set. They play again tonight, 7:05. All right, look outside. Is it sunshine or what? What do we got out there?
Yeah, nice and sunny.
What's temp?
Temperatures are supposed to drop, but right now at the station, 75 degrees.
Dude, that's the nicest we've had in quite a while.
Yeah. It's June, baby.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
All right, tell you what we're going to do. Are you for this or are you against this? What am I talking about? Well, you're going to have to stick around because I'm going to break it down and work it out. All right, now we're going to chat it up with Andre of the Savages, Black and White Sports, and I get to brag. I was right again. I'm telling you. If I had stones, I'd start gambling some of this money. $5 here, $5 there, but I just
start a tab and stick to that.
I thought I was going to I've been really thinking about doing it, but I think it'll ruin
your mojo
watching the game because even though I'm doing it for my buddy, I'm counting the points up in my head. All right, here's where they got to be at halftime, around 50-50, and I think they were 55-45 halftime or whatever it was. I mean, it was right in my number. I'm like, okay. So it's like I lose my focus. I can't really enjoy the game because I'm like, no, miss. And then I'm like, okay.
45 at halftime.
56-45. There you go. So I'm like, okay, that's the window. If we just repeat that, so I don't know. I might try it at some point. I'm just afraid once you do it,
stay
I just
low.
put $100 in there.
Yeah, and just stay
Never
low.
touch it.
Nothing over $10. That's what I do.
All right. And how much do you got in your bank right now out of your 100?
I think I'm sitting at like 450, but that was from
$450.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you cash out, does it go into like your Venmo?
So it automatically cashes you out, and then I have mine linked to my debit card, so it goes to my bank in like 24 hours.
So then you can go out and take K out for dinner and whatever on your winnings?
Yeah, but I just leave it in there because football season is when I really make my money.
When you get
I
after
need to learn baseball. If I learn baseball and how to properly bet, I'd be a problem.
I'm just winging it, man. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we'll come back. They're thinking about expanding something. Are you for it or against it? We'll explain it next right here on 100.7 The Ticket.
Kenny Radio. Call or text the show 877-909-1007. Sports and more on 100.7 The Ticket.
The Legacy Golf Club offers a picturesque setting for your wedding ceremony or reception. Their indoor reception room has floor-to-ceiling windows that overlook their 18th hole pond and green, accommodating 200 guests indoors or 300 outdoors. Create your perfect wedding day at the Legacy Golf Club. Exquisite food, amazing service, and just a short drive away on U.S. Highway 223 in Ottawa Lake, Michigan. Find out more at playlegacy.com.
Hey everyone, it's AJ from St. Mary's Meats. Did you ever wonder where your meat comes from? Well, St. Mary's Meats does and cares. With all of our fresh and frozen meat selections cut weekly, as well as our 33 flavors of brats and 19 flavors of snack sticks made in-house, plus getting local beef, lamb, and hogs in, we care about our quality. We're located just west of Secor Metro Park. Check St. Mary's Meats out on Facebook, and remember, we're killing it and you're grilling it.
Planning either a party or a summer bash? Our Amazing Party Rentals has bounce houses, slides, games, tables, chairs, and more. Visit this station's site right now to get 2 $100 gift certificates for Our Amazing Party Rentals for the price of one. And let's make your party amazing.
Hi, it's Mookie. Searching for the perfect diamond is about more than just the cut, clarity, and carat, and that's where Northwood Jewelers is here to help. If it's an earth mined or lab-grown diamond, Northwood Jewelers is your go-to jewelry destination with 3 generations of expertise, from beautiful rings, stunning necklaces, permanent jewelry, or even their collection of birthstones. Visit Northwood Jewelers, 4612 Woodville Road, online at northwoodjeweler.com. Northwood Jewelers, service before, during, and after the sale.
For the past 2 decades, KNR has proudly supported Ohio families and stood by them in their moments of need. When life takes an unexpected turn, there's one thing that's remained the same. When you're hurt in a car, you call KNR.
Attention! If you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out collection letters, garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance. And you better watch out, because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it even harder to get out of debt. Don't let tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in taxpayer assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Let them fight on your behalf, helping to put your tax problems to rest. Call the tax professionals at Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Most people already know about the Polish Ostrich's delicious food specials, happy hour and power hour. And never forget about all of our eventful nights. Now we're introducing the Polish Ostrich's Ladies' Nights, a.k.a. Wild Women Wednesdays. Ladies will have discounted drinks all night, $6 beer bucket specials for everyone, food specials, and of course, one of our house DJs from 9:30 to 1:30 every Wednesday all summer long. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram. What are you waiting for? The Polish Ostrich, 944 Phillips Avenue, Toledo.
Right down the middle.
ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
From the Lakes Concrete Coatings Traffic Center, start the Friday weekend commute passing along an accident at Alexis and Jackman. Other than that, we're all clear. If you see anything we're not, let us know. That's your Cumulus Toledo right now traffic.
Danny Schaefer's Talking Sports on 100.7 The Ticket.
Nope, ain't no stopping us now, people. Making our way through the Friday broadcast. Show 59 is today's broadcast. All right, so I'm watching the golf tournament, the Memorial, and Nick Taylor's at -7. Well, he's in the clubhouse. He shot 68 today. Colin Morikawa -6. He's on the 9th hole. And Ben Griffin -6. He's on the 10th hole. Scotty Scheffler, 4 under now. So 4 under, and he shot 70 today. So he's back-to-back 70-70. So it must be a par 72. So there you go. Up to date on Memorial. All right. One of my favorite times of the year is spring. And for a lot of reasons. One, it's like, hey, golf season's coming. Yay. And you get the college basketball tournament, March Madness. And now the NCAA president, Charles Baker, said yesterday, hey, I see the value in expanding the NCAA tournament, by a handful of teams and he wants to reach a decision on the matter in the next few months. Okay, so does he get to make the decision, Hollywood, or does he got to take it to all the conferences? I mean, why would you say no? Why, if he puts it to a vote to the governing body, why would people say no? Your thoughts go.
I hate this idea, but they're not going to say no. Some of those teams have no chance, but I do understand why you want to get some of the other teams in like the Big Ten and the SEC and the Big 12 opportunity, those middle of the pack teams, and then you'll have the automatic bids already, kind of killing the NIT basically. Is what I think it's going to do, but I can't see how it can make the tournament more interesting because right now with the current setup, you're not going to see Cinderellas as we saw all 1 seeds in the Final Four. I think that Cinderella, if you're not a top 4 seed, good luck.
I think it's too early to decide because the 1 seeds haven't made it since 2008.
Yeah, but transfer.
I understand that, but let's give it a 3-year window to see what happens. Because just because you got the transfer portal, that doesn't guarantee that you're going to be awesome. Because here's the problem with the transfer portal. Look at the Toledo Rockets. How many starters they have back this fall, are they going to have on the court?
I don't think any.
They're not. It's going to be all BG. I think it's the exact same thing. Yeah. So here's what coaches got to do every year. They got to start over, and they got to build that chemistry. And chemistry is hard to build. Sometimes some of these athletes are douche pickles, and they don't fit in with the scheme, and they don't trust you, and they don't believe in you, and they're prima donnas, and they're divas. So as good as the portal sounds, like for Michigan, the portal was really nice because the portal saved their season. But that doesn't mean that's going to happen every year. Sometimes the portal is going to hurt you. So this guy wants to make a decision in the next few months. Baker discussed the idea of expanding from 68 teams to 72 or 76. He says, now here's what's really going on. You guys ready? We've had good conversations with CBS and WBD, Baker said, referring to Warner Brothers Discovery, whose holdings include the Turner networks that air NCAA tournament games. Chris, let me ask you a question, because I didn't go to college. I know that doesn't shock you. I mean, I went to Owens. I took a computer class. I was the valedictorian. I don't mean to brag, but
cum laude.
Yeah, cum often. Anyway, I was 30. I was in my 30s, mid 30s, and I'm with all these other punks. And I had to, my grades were better than everybody. It was awesome. Anyway, but I need you to help me out here. So if you're the president of an athletic body, wouldn't you talk to all the conference commissioners about expanding it? Why would you go to the people that have the broadcast rights saying, hey, we're thinking about expanding it from 68 teams to 72 or maybe 76. That would mean more games for you to televise.
Yep.
That means more revenue in your pocket. What do you think, Chris? What am I missing here?
Well, you get the figures to take to the schools and say your conference can make amount X if we expand.
Right, but he's not going to the conferences. He's
going after you talk to your media partners who will give you that figure of what it will be.
So here's the question. Is it better for college athletics or is it better for the conferences and the NCAA as a whole because it's all about the money?
Yeah.
He says our goal here is to try to sort of get to either yes or no sometime in the next few months about expanding because, there's a lot of logistical work that would be associated with doing this. Okay, no, all you got to do is find gyms where they can play.
Yeah, you're basically adding another weekend pretty much.
That's it. So the tournament will, I don't know, maybe they're going to have to adjust some of the schedules.
Yeah.
And so that instead of having, the Big Ten end on that Sunday where they have, and then they don't start playing until the play-in is what, Tuesday and Wednesday?
Yeah, you were probably in
on Saturday, Friday,
Wednesday, maybe
before.
Thursday. Yeah,
maybe something like
that.
that.
Have some game Sunday, Monday.
So the NCAA expanded from 64 to 68 teams in 2011. Baker says the current formula has flaws, said it would be beneficial to give more opportunities to worthy teams, period, is what he says. The point behind going from 68 to 72 or 76, basically gives some of those schools that were probably among the 72, 76, 68, or 64 best teams in the country, give them a path into the tournament. Baker cited a competitive Indiana State team in 2024, fell short of the tournament, but they were in the NIT and they played Seton Hall in the NIT championship game, which he said was one of the best games this spring.
Possibly.
Could be.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think a lot of times the conference champion of those smaller leagues,
right,
they have no chance, but sometimes you'll be surprised. Like when we played, what was it, UC San Diego or something like that, or Cal? Yeah. They're a pretty good spot.
All right, so you're not in favor of this, are you?
No.
Okay, here's where I'm going to sound like a giant hypocrite. I am absolutely 100% in favor of it. Oh, I am. Here's why. Give these kids this experience, even if they have no chance in hell.
See?
Here's what you could do. You could stop seeding the 15 against the number 1. Stop doing that. Give ones like a first weekend bye all the way through and have 15s play 2s or 3s or where they might have a chance in hell. And, I mean, listen, if Michigan got in at 76, they could get hot, go on a run, and make it 2-3 rounds in. I don't have a problem with this at all. These kids, for a lot of these kids, this is the biggest sporting event of their lives. Remember when we made it into the tournament and we actually won a game, or even if we didn't win a game, that experience of going there and all of that.
Participation trophies. We might as well let everybody in.
Not a participation
trophy. Cancel the season. Let everybody in, and everybody gets the experience.
Are we having our first fight?
We'll call it January Madness.
Anyway.
No, I'm not totally against it. It's not a stupid idea.
No, it's a done deal, though. Just like they're going to 16 teams in the football playoff.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's going to happen. And it may happen as fast as next year, I thought I heard.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. 16 is.
I like it.
But 76.
I like the 5 and 11 thing they want to do. 5 conference champions and 11, get in based on record.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of those teams who I was like, if they get in, they're kind of scary. Bama.
Like the Buckeyes last year, once, they didn't win the conference. Who won the Big Ten last year? I don't remember.
Penn State?
I don't remember.
Who won the Big Ten?
That was Ohio State. Michigan beat them, but then Ohio State went on and just rolled.
Really?
Yeah, they won the Big Ten. Then they rolled their next 2 games and win the Natty.
I feel like after that game in November,
that's true.
Oh, man.
That's the only game we cared about. So, all right, let's get to a break. Come back a couple minutes with Andre of the Savages. We'll do it. Our crossover, the famous crossover between the two shows, is next on 100.7 The Ticket.
I thought he retired. Denny Radio is on 100.7 The Ticket.
Hi, I'm Abigail Mann.
And I'm Jeff Mann, and we'd like to welcome you and invite you to Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers.
We've just created a beautiful new man-made collection of colored diamonds featuring vibrant colors of pinks, blues, and yellows. You need to stop in and see it for yourself.
So if you're shopping for a birthday, an anniversary, or just because, and maybe you're looking for that beautiful, breathtaking piece of jewelry, we have it here at Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers.
One of the values that I bring as a graduate gemologist is expertise. I can help you find exactly what you're looking for.
With man-made diamonds, we make dreams come true.
Man-made diamonds are 100% real diamonds. Man-made diamonds are available exclusively at Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers.
Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers, 5247 Monroe Street in Toledo. JeffreyMannFineJewelers.com.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8695. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8695. That's 800-575-8695. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
1, 2, 3. That's how easy it is to get the best offer for your car with Yark Buys Cars. Yark! Step 1. Visit YarkBuysCars.com and complete the Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer form. Step 2. Bring your KBB offer to the Yark Buy Center, where we don't just validate it, we compete with it. Step 3. You get 2 offers, and we'll pay you whichever is higher. Often, it's Yark's. We're local, convenient, and ready to pay you on the spot. YarkBuysCars.com.
Yark! Hey everyone, it's AJ from St. Mary's Meats. Did you ever wonder where your meat comes from? Well, St. Mary's Meats does and cares. With all of our fresh and frozen meat selections cut weekly, as well as our 33 flavors of brats and 19 flavors of snack sticks made in-house, plus getting local beef, lamb, and hogs in, we care about our quality. We're located just west of Secord Metro Park. Check St. Mary's Meats out on Facebook, and remember, we're killing it and you're grilling it.
Smiley that this is
The need for aerospace technicians is on the rise. If you're looking for an exciting technical career that can offer exceptional wages and job security at a fraction of the cost of a 4-year college program, then consider the Federal Aerospace Institute, an FAA-certified aircraft maintenance technician school located at the Eugene F. Grant's Toledo Express Airport. FAI will prepare you for a new and rewarding career path in the aerospace industry. In just 12 short months, you can earn your FAA certification as a licensed aircraft maintenance technician that can open the door to thousands of employment opportunities nationwide, and many companies offering immediate employment, sign-on bonuses, travel opportunities, advancements, and more. Ask us about our newly formed partnership with Olds Community College. Alrighty. You're to obtain a 2-year Associate of Technical Studies degree. 4 classes are forming now, and class sizes are limited. Finance options are available for students and qualified military veterans. Visit us at Federal Aerospace
Oregon won.
Yeah,
they won a Big Ten.
Oregon did?
Where futures take off.
Yeah, because us beating Ohio
Attention
State
golfers,
knocked
looking
them
for
out.
a hidden gem
They
just
had
minutes
that
from
right.
Toledo? Come play Cherrywood Golf Course, a scenic
All right, we need
nine-hole
to correct
experience
that.
nestled in the heart of
You would think
Iowa.
we got a text
7910 Whiteford
from
Center
Nurse
Road,
Terry.
2 miles from US 23.
Oh, okay.
With its tree-lined fairways, sloped greens,
I didn't pay
strategic
attention.
bunkers, and
I
a
guess I
winding
should.
creek running
All
through,
right, I'll read it.
Cherrywood is more than just beautiful. It's the perfect mix of fun and challenging for golfers of all skill levels. Whether you're sneaking in a quick round after work or enjoying a relaxing weekend game, Cherrywood delivers the kind of golf you'll want to play again and again.
So why drive far when the best kept secret in golf is right in your backyard?
Visit us on Facebook or golfcherrywood.com. That's golfcherrywood.com. Get a tee time by calling 734-856-6669. Cherrywood Golf Course, where 9 is fine if you don't have the time.
The Denny Schaefer Show on 100.7 The Ticket.
That's right. Thank you, Nurse Terry. Yeah, it was Oregon. I'm sorry, Oregon. Oregon is in Ohio. Oregon is in Oregon. They won the Big Ten. And by the way, I forgot to mention when I was talking about the memorial that Jack's tournament. It's been rainy and kind of cruddy all day today, but tomorrow it's supposed to be a little bit better in the mid 60s. So, all right, let's say hello and welcome to the broadcast, the crossover. Black and White Sports. It's Andre of the Savages. Andre, welcome to the broadcast. And the Den Man was right again. Are you getting impressed with my betting skills yet?
I just swore you were getting ready to say, Andre, you did it again. How is this happening? Why are you like this? That's not what you're saying. But okay, fine. I salute
No,
you.
I said yesterday during the show, before you even came on, and then we talked about it when you came on. I said, take the under, take New York.
Yeah, but okay, we definitely.
Which is what you and I agreed. We agreed on that. You didn't tell me I was wrong.
No, but how about the
You
not
said you
only
didn't
Knicks winning, it's how the Knicks won. It's not just enough to say the Knicks would win.
Or you want the blowout credit.
Right.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, we'll
give
give
you
you.
that.
I'll give you that, dude. No, you're dude.
Thank
Listen, Chris and I, we're amateurs.
Yeah, we're new.
You're professional. Here's the thing. Let me ask you a question. Does it affect you how you watch a sporting event when you put a little something on it as opposed to when you don't?
Let me say this, if I can be transparent, sir.
No, lie to me.
I'm not necessarily watching this nonsense if nothing's on it. There's no reason.
So if you
There's
only
absolutely
watch
no
sporting
reason.
events if you got a little something on it.
I mean, it cuts off for me in the amateur works when we're talking high school and below. I can go do that, supportive. I'm the great uncle. I'm all these things. I'm a heck of a coach with the elementary, all of this. But after we lose the purity, there goes that mic again. After we lose the purity, sir, I'm out of there because I know it's counterfeit. I'm sorry. I just hate to spoil it for people. We're here for entertainment. And see, the thing where we get crossed up, they only owe us an entertainment product that keeps us coming back. And I think all the leagues do an excellent job of that. So please stop getting all fussy and frascally. That's it. There's no law that says we have to be honest and the thing has to be legit. That's in your mind.
Okay. So I am I'm going to attempt to log back into my is FanDuel a good one to use, or do you recommend something else?
Yeah. No, FanDuel's good. I mean, FanDuel's okay. FanDuel's cool. You know what? I think Hollywood said DraftKings.
I go with DraftKings.
He's right though. DraftKings sometimes will offer you a little bit more robust.
You can adjust the settings, as I like to say.
I don't even know what any of that means.
You have to get in there.
You can change the points. You can kind of customize it to what you like.
There, that's a good way to kind of say it.
I like to customize it so I win every time. How's that? Can I do that?
Yes, pretty much.
Yes, you and a lot of people are on that style.
Might
That's
not
the
win a
one.
lot, but you can win.
Because I keep winning Finsky's from my buddy.
There you go. I feel so I'm
shouldn't have
bad.
taught him this Finsky thing.
This is bad now, Chris. I have corrupted this man.
You have.
The honorable Denny Shaver. I cannot do that. See, Denny, it's already getting you. See the attachment? Look at
1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800.
All right, first off, Denny Schaefer and honorable do not go in the same sentence. Secondly, my buddy texted me last night and he goes, and I hadn't talked to him all day. 10 minutes before tip-off, he texted me and he goes, hey, how you feeling about the game tonight? I said, well, I'm feeling this. I think I would take the under and I would take the Knicks. But if Cat is not in, that changes everything. But I would do that. And then Cat played. So I won him more money again because he went with my advice.
Yeah. No, he has to keep paying the tax, though. If he's an honorable guy, we're talking about honor, he's got to shoot you that. You know what I mean?
It's consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking at you now.
Oh, wait, another Finsky.
Finsky.
Yeah, Denny, I'm looking at you now. I'm gonna start. You're gonna start getting these random texts from me now. You know what I mean? More than you have. So yeah, you might want to.
So we're looking at, since we won't be on tomorrow, thank God. So we're looking at Saturday night's game.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I'm feeling right now. So I don't know if I would go this way, but right now I would take. What did I say, Chris? I said I would take Indiana.
Yep.
And I said I would take, I don't remember if I said the under. Or, I did say the over, didn't I?
Yep.
I would say the over and Indiana because Indiana's given up 3.5. And I think New York blew their whole wad.
Give me the Knicks. Give me the points with the Knicks. Even if Indy wins, I think it'll be a close game.
And first of all, to this wad. But secondarily, I'm with you on the over. We're all in alignment here. We're in congruence there. Yeah, but I'm with Chris though. No, I'm going Knicks here, and I'll take the Pacers in Game 7.
Ooh, I can't wait. So a game on Monday from Andre, and you're saying it's over.
I say it's over.
Okay.
Because if it goes back to New York got that taste of winning at home. It may go that way. And I want OKC in Indiana because I think it's a better matchup and it'll be more fun.
Let me tell you something. Turner Sports wants a Game 7.
Well, of course they do. And I do too, because we get to see, Chuck and Kenny and Ernie and Shaq.
There you go.
At least one more time. And it's just, it's tragic to me that those dudes, because they're brilliant. They are so good and they're so entertaining. Did you see Chuck, Charles Barkley, troll the hell out of Cat after the game?
Yeah. Oh, yo, real quick.
Stupid fouls.
Can I add something here since you set it up? He set the bridge up. So it's not like I'm trying to do it. Mr. Schaefer put it right there. He's been very kind to me, by the way. Citizenry. I really like this guy. He's a very nice man. I have to tell you, right? But here's this. You didn't know this. Trivia. Their first Emmy Award, I'm on that team. As an editor.
You're on what team? The TNT team?
Kenny and Charles and all those guys. Matter of fact,
what were you doing? Were you like a writer or something?
No, editor. I was upstairs. We were talking about that guy last night. That could have been me. That.
So you worked in Atlanta?
Yes. 2000, 99, 2000. 2002. 99 and 2000.
That is friggin' awesome.
Yeah, on that show. You know what I'm saying? But see, we didn't get to, I don't have the little gold trophy, but we have how you have your degree, the same size as that.
Yeah.
It's from the Academy of Arts and Sciences, the whole.
That's awesome.
Little shiny thing. Yeah, I was like the slip.
Dude, why is that not in the studio? I'd have that in the friggin' studio.
Oh, well, no, I don't know. I'm not necessarily, it's not necessarily my home.
You're not a bragger? I am.
Well, no, I'm not. It's not my home.
He doesn't feel
for you.
He doesn't feel like he is.
I'm kind of transient. It's kind of, I kind of have such a
and plus we got Cumulus is filled with thieves. So yeah.
This is what I hear. I heard some
wait for my damn lighter. Somebody
bad grumblings in the email.
All need the name back, son of a bitches. Yeah. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Andre, you guys have a good show and a safe weekend. Chris, you do the same. I want tonight from the club. You said
I got you. Pinky promise, right?
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting up with us. It was fun this week. Until next time, this is Denny Schaefer saying, do what you love is freedom. Loving what you do, that's happiness. Keep dreaming and love the one who loves you most. See ya, Toledo.
All right, Schaefer, I got to get out of here.